All right. We are on our second podcast today, but I needed to do this tonight so it can be in for tomorrow. This is the Astro Predictions. I'm Psychic Carla Baron, and I started this weekly series for each of the 12 zodiac signs. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's get right into it. And this is for August 23rd. That is tomorrow, Sunday through Saturday, August 29th. God, August is already over. All right, so let's begin. Let's get into Aries. My little rams, let's see what's going on for you this week. August 23rd through the 29th. What is the message for Aries this week? What is the message for Aries this week? And I have regular playing cards. If you want to read how I work with these, you can actually go to my link tree and look under session guidelines, psychic session guidelines, and that will describe how I work and why I use regular playing cards versus tarot cards. Now, I used to use tarot cards for years, and I have a number of decks in here, but you know what? The artwork was starting to get distracting for me, and I started getting stuck a little bit when I was looking at like different art, and I was mesmerized by the pictures, and I have moon in Gemini, so that's probably why. Scorpio sun, but moon in Gemini, so I got distracted for a minute. So I went back to regular playing cards, which is actually how I started. Long ago, when I first started reading, I was using regular playing cards. And okay, so we're ready for Aries now. Enough chit chat. Let's get into Aries. The message for Aries this week. Okay. Okay, this is for my Aries Rams, men, women, children, all of you guys. But it mainly describes for the adults here. I'm actually seeing with my Aries that you're going to drop some bad habits that, you know, over your lifetime with your partners or your marriage partners or your relationship partners. Could be your business partners, but it looks more along the lines of like a love thing. You've developed certain bad habits, and you've gotten into, that's been your go-to the whole time. You get into trouble or you get into a difficult situation, and you immediately go to this bad habit instead of actually dealing with what's going on right in front of you. And sometimes this can actually set you back, and it actually scared you recently, because, and it could be that a marriage was in trouble, or a relationship was in trouble, and you had to back off of that bad habit and take a good look in the mirror and actually reassess how you navigate those particular difficult twists and turns. Okay, so what I am seeing is that you do this, that you've learned from your past mistakes. And my Aries, my baby rams, you guys are actually going to prosper quite a bit from this one lesson. It didn't cost you anything except slowing down for 2 seconds and listening to somebody else other than yourselves. You're so busy charging at whatever it is that you're, whatever goal it is that you need to get to or accomplish or finish off, that you haven't slowed down just to immerse yourselves in these relationships and these unions and these marriages and these love fests that you're in, you know? And it looks like you will learn this. I see prosperity. I see happiness. I see you actually are happy you learned this lesson, that you slowed down long enough to learn this, that you slowed down long enough to integrate a few things. And this will actually help you with other relationships too. But right now, it looks like you're dealing with, it was kind of make it or break it time for you, because I saw that, I saw that the relationship could have ended, or a divorce was imminent if you didn't change things soon. But it looks like you have, and it looks like you've learned this lesson and you're happy. You're happy you did. That's the message for this week for my Aries, the Rams. Okay, you guys, let's move on. Let's move on to my Taurus, the Bulls, my baby bulls. All right, so Taurus, what is going on for you this week? August 23rd through the 29th. What is the message for Taurus, my Taurians, my bulls? Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, nice. All right. The message for my Taurus this week, my Taurians, looks like very strong possible true love vibes. And that's not a joke. I'm not making that up. I'm looking right at it. True love, pure, like unfiltered, pure love. And it looks like attraction. Now, here's the caveat with that, because I am seeing one caveat, that you yourself, with every little conversation or every little, waiting period where you have to wait 5 minutes or wait until the next conversation with that person. Just remember, during the waiting times, to actually savor what happened in the other moments. See, that way you won't worry yourself into becoming depressed or worried, or be carrying this dark energy into this brand new relationship. You don't want to do that. You want to remain light and cheerful and positive love vibes all over the place. And that's what this looks like. So try to keep sadness, try to keep worry at bay. That's the only message that's going with this. It looks like smooth sailing, though. It looks like you can embrace this, you can enjoy this, you can, my Taurus, the bulls, like to take things slow, but actually you're okay. I see green light here. Everything is good. I see a lot of physical attraction, because my sex stuff is coming up here. So you know, we're going to keep it PG here. I know I'm a Scorpio and I could go much further with that, but I won't. But the attraction is scintillating. It's actually really nice. The only caution is trust or worrying about every little thing or revisiting every single word of every conversation, every text message, everything that happened. Try to not to do that. Try to just enjoy what's going on. And yes, that's a siren if you hear it, because I'm currently still here in Los Angeles, but I will move at some point. I just don't know when. All right. So let's take a look at anything else for Taurus. Okay. Again, it's bringing me to the love relationship scenario. It's giving one other caution. Try not to control every moment. Try to allow the thing to develop organically and with a fluidity. Try, I know you want to control things, especially because you want to control the pace of the relationship being a Taurus. But if you can just find yourself embracing this, just sink into it. My Taurus, the bulls, sink into it. It's nice. This looks actually really nice. So again, try not to control it. Try not to worry about every little text, every little word you said, analyzing it like crazy. Try not to dip into a depression. Like if it takes 5 minutes for them to text back or to call you, you know what I'm talking about, my Taurus thimbles. All right. So that is for this week coming August 23rd to 29th. All right, let's keep going. Next up, we have Gemini. We have my twins. Okay, let's see what's going on with my twin babies. Just relax, breathe. What is the message for Gemini for this week coming starting the 23rd to the 29th for Gemini? Okay. All right. For Gemini, here's what I'm seeing. A situation will come up where possibly a past relationship, they could even be moving. It shows real estate. They could be moving away from where you live, or they could be buying a house away from where you live, starting a business or working somewhere else in another city away from where you live. So Gemini, I want you to stop this incessant spiraling that you're doing. Because this week, it looks like everything will be fine as long as you sort of go with the flow. Just go with this. Just realize that by their improving their situation, this could be a past relationship. It looks like somebody you've known before. And it doesn't mean the end. It just means that they are developing. They are growing. You've got to let them grow. You can't hold on for dear life. You'll squeeze every ounce of joy out of it. Just remember, just go with the flow on this. Let them go to a new job. Let them go to the new city. Let them go to the new house. It doesn't mean they're leaving the past with you forever. It just means that they are growing. Actually, it doesn't mean anything about your relationship from the past, but I am going to look at that because I know you're going to ask me. And then if you need a private session, just go up in my link tree up at the top of my sites, or go to carlabaron.net and you'll see psychic sessions. And you can order one, and I usually do it the same day or the next day. Let's look at Gemini with this past relationship. Are you guys reuniting, reconnecting, rekindling what was going on there? Is that the situation? Okay. The other thing it's showing is, and you're going to argue with me if you read with me privately, but what I'm seeing is that if they move on, and they might even get engaged to somebody else, and then I see it ending. And I actually read one person where that would apply, actually. But I see that ending. I don't see it lasting. I see it being like a temporary fix, like a Band-Aid on top of a relationship that was built on nothing. It is just like cotton candy filled with air. There's nothing there. It's just for show. Stop worrying. It's not going to happen. There's no walking down any aisle. There's no getting a marriage certificate. There's none of that. Okay? So let them dig themselves a big hole by stepping into all these crazy actions, because I see that by the time we get to, looks like, well, this looks like November. By the time we get to November, yeah, there's a chance for you then. But you have to let them learn their lesson through this past thing. You know? This past, like, they still haven't learned the lesson, but if you allow them to just do it with this other person, let them learn that lesson with that other partner, because that partner literally means not a lot to them, because that partner is going to get hurt. But I'm seeing that they need to learn what they had to learn, and they're practicing on that person. Let's just say it that way. And then I see a chance. So don't go crazy. Don't be like sending 50 text messages and whatever to that person when you find out that, oh my God, they're getting engaged or something, because I'm telling you, it's not going to work out. Okay, that's for Gemini. Let's move on for our Cancer. Cancer, the crabs, our little hermit crabs. This is for the week starting August 23rd, which is Sunday through Saturday the 29th. All right. And that's if you live on this side of the globe. All right, so let's take a look. For Cancer, what is our message for Cancer? Oh, okay. This is about a work project, and it looks like it looks like you're going to be in a situation where everyone is sort of equal in they each have a talent that they're bringing to the table to that project, and everyone will get recognized. It's good. Whatever this is, where there's a group of you and if you try to be like some shining star, like outshining them or trying to push one of them out, or you get envious or jealous that they're getting more attention at that particular moment for their part in the project, and just don't do that. Cancer, hold firm to your own sense of inner confidence, okay? Please, because you're very good at what you do. So there's no need to be jealous of what somebody else is doing on that thing. It looks like you guys are working in tandem. Everyone is needed on the team, and it looks like everyone is doing really well. And let me see what this produces. Why am I being shown this? Why am I being shown this? Oh, okay. All right, here's the deal with this. Soon after this project and the group of you produce whatever it is you're creating, I'm hearing the word commission. You'll be commissioned to do another one, a bigger one, much bigger one. So don't be fighting amongst yourselves in the sandbox there, because you guys are all going to be bringing it once again to another project. So remember what I said, Cancer. Try not to get all tangled up in envy or jealousy, or somebody's getting more attention than you are, or being acknowledged for their part of it more than you are. Don't worry, everybody's going to get their due acknowledgement and kudos, and it actually leads to another much bigger project. So you will be commissioned. That's the word I'm hearing, commissioned to do this other project. All right, that's for Cancer, the crap. For this week, coming up August 23rd through the 29th. Let's move on. Let's go to my Leos, my baby lions. See what's going on with you guys for this coming week. What is the message for my Leos? For my lion cubs. All right. Leo, what is the message? All right. All right, Leo. As we go into this week, I know it's winding down and it's coming out of Leo time here and it's going into Virgo. So I see that there's a little bit of a letdown this week. Like you're feeling like somebody took the wind out of your sails, and you're feeling like it's not your moment anymore. And that's not true. I'm seeing that's, it's the normal ebb and flow of your biorhythms, and just allow that to happen. You need to rest this week. That's the thing with my Leos. I need you guys to actually take a break. Take a break from being perfect and wonderful and sparkling in the life of the party. Try to take a break this week, okay? Because otherwise I see the energy is just going, it's like somebody took the wind out of your sails. So take moments, a bunch of them this week. I need my Leos to just sit down and relax. All right. I do see within 2 weeks. Okay. So it looks like maybe after Labor Day, sometime just after Labor Day, I'm seeing where something that you've wished for actually comes forward. And it comes forward in a very unique, surprising way. It's not how you expected it. I get that it's surprising. It's unexpected, the way that it comes into the room, the way it comes into your life, the way it comes into unfolding. You know what? Just be amazed that it's there at all, and just be thankful, be grateful. I want Leos to really embrace being grateful for this thing that's going to be bestowed upon you. You're going to be looking at it going, oh my God, that's my wish. And you're going to doubt it for a second because it'll seem too good to be true. But don't do that. Be grateful. And all will be well. All right. So that's that's actually a good one for Leo. Moving on. Let's go to Virgo. Let's go to my Virgos, my Virgins. What's going on for you next week? August 23rd through the 29th. Let's see what's happening with my Virgos. And the message for you guys. Okay. All right. Well, this is all good. Okay. The message is for Virgo. You will have great strides in a relationship this week, and like untold happy moments will start coming up, and you are going to want to analyze it, break it down, chew it up and spit it out, and you're gonna wreck it that way. Virgo, you need to just appreciate it and be in the moment and get out of your head, because you're very mental with this whole thing. Get out of your head and actually allow the joy to fill your body, because your health has been compromised a little bit, and especially my Virgos in your chest area, like you're feeling very tight in your chest, like with your breathing. Your chest has been very tight. I want you to concentrate on dropping your shoulders. Breathe, pushing your stomach out instead of breathing through your chest. Push it down lower. I know it's like not very pretty, but that's actually the correct way to breathe. I was a voice major. I kind of know this part. And try to breathe through the stomach going out and then in. And do it for a count of 4. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Then breathe out, 2, 3, 4. And do that a couple of times. Like, do it all week. Just do it all week. Because my Virgos, you need to stop analyzing the present moment, because you're so missing the point of all the happiness and your wish coming true, and a relationship is actually going into a very nice sweet spot for you. So Virgos, very happy about this for you. But remember, don't ruin it by overthinking, overanalyzing, holding your chest really tight, because it is affecting your health and it's causing you to be, it's causing your muscles, not only your muscles, but it's causing like your joints are starting to become stiff from holding everything so tight in your body. Okay. So, all right. So that was for Virgo this coming week. We're moving on to Libra. My Librans, my arbitrators, the ones who bring peace, the ones who stop wars, the ones who connect people and stop them from misunderstanding each other. Okay, so let's go to Libra. What is your message this week? Okay. Libra. Okay, the message is, and this is especially for my female Librans, okay? What it's saying is to trust yourself this week and stop thinking that you need someone else's opinion weighing in, someone else's opinion to anchor you. You don't need that. You are being set free this week to anchor yourselves. My Librans, understand that you will fare much better if you stop asking everybody on the fringe what's going on in your life and actually make decisions on your own, and don't worry about whether they're going to be happy about it. These people on the fringe, we don't care, because they're going to have to accept it if they're truly your friends, if they're truly your family, if they're truly your husband, your father, whoever it is. Just know that you doing this for yourself is the best gift you could possibly give yourself this lifetime. So remember, stop listening to what everybody else has to say. This is your moment this week, your decision. And it looks like happiness at the end of it. You start bringing other people in on the fringe, you're inviting trouble. Let me just say that. You will be inviting trouble to that party, and it's your own fault. So try not to do that. Okay? All right. That was for Libra this week, August 23rd to 29th. Moving on. We are going to my sign of Scorpio, and this is where I have to stand back and not pay attention to what I'm saying right now, because I can go and listen to it later and then apply it to my life coming up this week. All right. So for my Scorpions, my Scorpios, what's going on? What's happening? What is the message for this week coming up? August 23rd to 29th. What is the message for Scorpio? All right. Okay. Okay. Well, this is saying that my Scorpios, you guys are dealing, and that includes me, I guess, some situations where I'm hearing this word. You need to start pruning. Pruning meaning snipping away toxic connections, toxic relationship stuff, and it doesn't mean you have to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but it means that you need to clean up your house. Okay. For my Scorpios, clean up your house, clean up your situations, the outside of the house, the inside of the house, and I mean that metaphorically, and actually just remove the toxic elements, or the ones that just don't work, the ones that don't fit, the ones, the things that aren't working. You don't have to throw away the structure of the house itself. The house will stand. But you need to clean up your house, outside and inside, this week. Scorpios, clean it up. You've been tolerating way too much, or you've been waiting for someone else to do those things for you or something. Because I'm seeing that it goes both ways. Like I'm seeing a mirror image. Some of my Scorpios are waiting for other people to sign off on whatever, grand design that they've got going. But remember that you cleaning house doesn't mean that you're throwing away everything in the house. You're just making sure that the things that stay are the things that work, the things that, and that includes everything. That includes, personal habits for yourself, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, your soul, eating the food that you need to be eating this week to replenish, doing things that make you glow inside. It doesn't matter what that is. You know what that is. You know those things that make you smile and you get lost in them for hours. So Scorpio, you can go obsess about all that. Take some moments to do that for yourself. You don't have to always answer to every single person that's grabbing at you. Scorpio, stop doing that. Go be your Scorpio selves and clean house, inside, outside. Just clean house. The people that aren't working, you need to give them walking papers. It doesn't have to be everybody, just those situations that aren't really fitting with where you're going right now. And Scorpio, you don't need to answer every single person that is pulling at you, grabbing at you, trying to be psychic vampires with your energy. Save some of that for you. You're going to need it. Okay, that's for Scorpios this week, and I'll go back and listen to that later. Moving on. My Sagittarian archers. My little archers. All right, for August 23rd through August 29th, what is the message for Sagittarius this week? And remember, guys, I do sun signs here, okay? It's not for your moon, rising, Venus, the cross watchers who like to do that. No, this is mainly for the sun signs, okay? If you need to go deeper, I can do a private session for you and we can dig deeper into your unique situation. But just go ahead and order one of those and I will email once I receive. And I usually do it the same day or the very next, depending upon what time of night you send it. All right. So let's move on. Sagittarius, the message for you this week is, okay. Huh. All right. Okay. It looks like you may be signing a contract or something this week. Like Sagittarius, it looks like could be, I just see a signing of a contract or some sort of an agreement, something like that, because I see a lawyer here or some sort of legal department, or it could be you're starting a new job or you're signing papers for school or something like higher learning, like you're at a university and you're something like that. Anyway, for my Sages, this is what's coming up for this week. And actually it's good because, you know, many times you're off flying and learning and doing all that and you forget to actually just seal it up with signing contracts or doing the practical things. So this week is about organizing for you with my Sagittarians. You guys need to just organize everything into place so that you can utilize those things as you go forward until the end of the year. And you know what? You're going to be very happy you did that you organized early on before you start digging in deep, you know, and diving into this new contract, this new situation. Because I do see a lawyer here. I do see a contract. It could be a lease for where you're living or an office space. Could be that too. Whatever it is, you're signing this, okay? And it looks good, actually. It looks really good. Just make sure, oh, this is showing me. Make sure you read fine print because there's a couple things there that you glossed over and you need to go back and read them again. Just so that you understand the rules, the regulations, what's happening there. So remember, read the fine print, my Sagittarians, my archers. All right, that's for this week. Coming. All right, so next up, let's move on to my Capricorn, my goats. What's happening with Capricorns? My goat friends, what's happening? What is the message for Capricorn, my goats? Okay. Let's take a look at Capricorn. What is the message for you guys for this week coming up August 23rd to the 29th? Capricorn. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. You know, this is a very specific thing that I'm seeing. So hopefully a Capricorn benefits from listening to this. It's either your office that you work. It's somewhere where you spend many hours a day. So if you work from home, it's in your home. If you work in an office, it's in your office. But it looks like, and I'm seeing a very specific thing. It looks like you should check for mold, like mold spores in the office space or in your home where you're breathing this in through the filtration system. Mold. I'm actually getting a very specific message for you this week, Capricorns. I want you to check on this because it's actually causing you some harm. It's causing you to have insomnia at nighttime. You're not sleeping, my Capricorns. And that seems to be the issue. So you know what? Just for the hell of it, check it out. See if there is something to this mold thing that I'm seeing. I'm seeing mold spores. So start looking. It's where you spend the most hours a day. So if you work from home, it's from there. If you work in an office, it's from there. Very specific message for my Capricorns this week. Let me know if that pans out for you guys, but I hope that helps. It's actually contributing and the primary reason for why you're not sleeping at nighttime. Capricorn, the goats, my baby goats for August 23rd through the 29th. Let's move on. Aquarius. We're looking at Aquarius for this coming week. What is the message for my Aquarians, my water bearers, my humanitarians? Okay, let's see what's happening with Aquarius for this week. What is the message? Okay. Okay, this is dealing with like a father energy type of thing for my Aquarians listening. This is a message from a father figure. This has to do with when you fall in love, Aquarius, and you're in your little love zone with this person or this marriage or this engagement, you just got engaged or whatever it is. Just remember the message from this father figure is just remember that you need to pursue your bliss also. The reason you are here, the purpose for why you are here. Okay, do not skip over that part. Do not think you can sacrifice that part and your love will be better. It'll be stronger. It'll be forever. And you don't have to do the thing that you assigned to do. Do not give that up. Do not sacrifice that. Do not just say, and this is coming from, again, a father figure. Your father could have passed on and they could be on the other side giving this message, or they're here and this is their wish for you, is that it's fine that you're in love, but don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are. Okay, that's the message for Aquarius this week. And last but not least, let's go to my fishes, my Pisces. What's happening with you guys this week? What kind of trouble are you getting into this week, my Pisces fishes? What is the message for Pisces for the week, August 23rd through August 29th? What is the message for my Pisceans? Okay. Okay. It seems to be a love theme for a lot of my signs this week. So that seems to be coming up for like at least half the signs this week. It's about love relationships or marriages or that type of thing. All right. So this is saying, I'm hearing not only the word respect, but I'm also hearing try to treat the person you love with the same respect that you would treat yourself. And if you don't respect yourself, if you don't respect yourself, you're going to want to work on that. And then shower the people that you love with it. Embrace the people that you love with it. Put them under that umbrella of that self-respect. So remember, it's not just about love as a possessive thing. It's not just about love as like something you're collecting, like you're collecting it. It's in your collection. Oh, I collected that love. No. The whole idea about why love grows for you, Pisces, is that you take the respect that you learn for yourself and you have for yourself. It depends, each of you are going to be at different varying degrees of growth with that self-respect. But treat that person you love, your partner, your wife, your husband, your children, your parents, your grandparents, whoever it is, your best friends, your colleagues, whoever it is that you're showing love to, and you want to put them under that umbrella, make sure that you are illuminated with self-love first. Because if you try to love them from a place of emptiness, because you really don't know how to love yourself and you never tried, this is where this week comes in for you, because this week is the week to work on that. I am very serious about my Pisces message here, because that's what's coming up here. It shows the word respect, and then it shows give those that you love, carry, have people under your umbrella of love with the same respect that you have for yourself. And then all will be right within your world, as long as all that's under that umbrella. I don't know why I'm seeing an umbrella, but let's just go with that. Yeah, there you go. That's for Pisces for this week, August 23rd through the 29th. And I think we made it just a little bit under an hour, and I'm very happy. We keep to my times here. And I'll have this up on YouTube where you guys can make comments there. That's pretty much the only place where you can actually comment. So if you're on YouTube, go over there and find these weekly astrology sign podcasts that I do. And I just started this, kind of like it. And these are psychic predictions. I'm Carla Baron, and I'm going to sign off now. And enjoy your week, guys. Let me know if all this stuff helped. Love you to death. I do. I love all you guys showing up for all these. All right. Talk to you soon.